You know what?
Well, we love you, Hank, and you know.
It means us.
Okay.
Okay, so. Here we go, testing 1, 2, 3. David Brinkley said that he's not a successful man by he will take all the bricks that are thrown at him and build a really firm foundation. So he came over and tapped me on the shoulder and said, hey, why don't you go up and talk for 5 minutes on marketing? So I think I'll just help you try and build that foundation and give you some marketing ideas. How is that? Is that fair?
Fair.
Not enough applause. Is that fair? Okay, good. I would like to have an engaged audience. So I wrote a few notes down, and I'm going to see if I can help you try and target your marketing a little bit better. First of all, free publicity is great publicity, right? Feel free to answer, and feel free to answer loudly. That's okay. Yeah, publicity is good. I'm going to give you a website that you can go to sign up for. And 3 times a day, reporters from all over the country are going to send you a question that they're looking for the answer to. It's called helpareporterout.com. 3 times a day, you will get a mass email. It'll have probably 20 to 30 questions. Most of them aren't going to have anything to do with what you do. However, let us say that you are a web designer, like Michael here is, and there is a question from a reporter who is saying, hey, how can you tell website people that suck? Well, Michael's going to be able to answer that question and say, well, here's 17 questions you should ask a web person to check out how they do. Is that a good enough? There, it's a good example for you. It could be a question on what do you think is going to happen in the real estate market in the next year. Lou would see that question and he would answer it. So, helpareporterout.com costs nothing to sign up, and they don't spam you at all, but you'll get 3 emails a day. Second, how many people have ever gotten business from Facebook? How many would like to get business from Facebook? More hands, okay. I use Facebook quite a bit to market my business. I have my personal page and I have a business page, the Our Marketing Guy page. Feel free to go like it. First person to like it wins. I don't know. Anyway, here is the process to get business from Facebook. First, on your regular Facebook page, you should be engaging. And by engaging, that isn't pictures of everything you eat from every meal. It's kind of fun, I know. Pictures of cats are okay, because I love those. But the idea is to get engaging, and I'll give you an idea of how my page works so that you can see what the process is. Keeping the end in mind, your job is to get them to your website where business happens. So we're going to work backwards. I want to get someone to my website where they're going to engage with my business, which is a whole other lecture. But I get them there from my business, my fan page, which I get them to my fan page from my personal page. So, 4 times a day, and I use an app for this. It costs $30 a month. If you want to try it for free, I can let you know how. My Facebook page puts up something positive. How many people are friends with me on Facebook? Have you noticed that 4 times a day you see something kind of cool that pops up on my Facebook page?
And questions, and a bunch of questions.
I am trying to build engagement. Because eventually, and social media is not a silver bullet that's going to solve all your problems for business. It's just not. It's a way to get a lot, but it's not the silver bullet. People find out what is going on my page, and I get a lot of, wow, what do you do? I always see you on Facebook, you have these really cool quotes and stuff. Well, go to my business page. And then they get involved with my business page, they find out that I put together marketing stuff, and everything on my business page gets them to my website. So, back to the personal page. 5 things you should never put on Facebook. And I have broken every rule. Anybody want to give me a guess?
Bikini
No
shot.
politics, that's number 1.
Bikini
Here's
shot.
the thing. Anything I put on my Facebook page, is it going to convince you to vote otherwise?
No.
Not a chance. All it can do is piss you off. If you agree, great, but I am cutting out half the country. Number 2?
Religion.
No religion. If I went on and put the prayer of the day, everyone that is a non-believer for anything I believe is just going to say, man, I don't want it forced down my throat. My parents did enough of that. No religion. Number 3. You're doing really well, Melody. I'm proud of you.
Bikini shots.
I'm sorry, what?
Bikini shots.
We're just gonna say no sex. No sex, and by that also means whatever you believe in sexually or whatever you do, I don't want to see it on Facebook. All it's going to do is cause some negativity somewhere down the road. And you really don't want to picture it. By the way, I had a client show me their kid's Facebook page the other day. If you have a teenage son or daughter, you really should hack into their page. I'm just telling you now, you should look. Wow. I had to show them how to turn off that page. Anyway, so no sex. The fourth one I mentioned, no negativity. I'm sorry?
We're just going to say no divorce details. I've seen that.
Oh, but that's so, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my word.
And the last one, okay, I'm going to show you graphically. How many people went to UCLA? How many people went to USC? If I went on Facebook and I said SC rocks, how many UCLA fans would never do business with me? All of them. I went to San Diego State, I'll never post it. So, no sports, because all you're going to do is piss somebody off. So what does that leave? Yeah. I'm sorry?
Kittens.
Cat pictures, those are cool. Positive quotes, positive memes, all the cool stuff. Remember, Facebook, people are going onto Facebook to get away from what they're doing. And they're going to scroll back about archaeologically about 3 hours. So if you post something or use an app that I can show you how to use for free, something will go out every 3 hours. Now, if you want to have fun, every night at 8:30 I post a question that engages the audience. Do you want to know why you want people to like and engage in your questions?
More
Anybody know the answer? Are there any social media people that are really good?
More people will see it.
When you like a page, when you like a comment, when you add a comment to somebody's post, what you are doing is you are telling the algorithm, that's a math word, right? Algorithm? Yeah. You are telling Facebook, hey, I like the stuff I'm seeing from. And for example, if you saw that I put on Facebook, if I get 100 likes for my mom's birthday, and I got 240 something, there were 240 people that were going onto Facebook and saying, yeah, I want to see more of what Hank does. Your posts get jumped up. So if you put things on Facebook that people are going to want to get engaged in, they're going to see your posts more. Why do we want them to see your posts more? Because we want them to ask you eventually what you do for a living, which gets them to your business page, which gets them to your website, and that is where we make
Money.
Thank you. Oh, I have pink hair. I went on Facebook and I said if I get 100 people to say happy birthday to my mom who had passed away 10 years ago, my hair would be pink for a taste of Encino. I forgot I have 2,000 and some odd friends. In an hour and a half, I had 240 likes, comments, and everything. So that was the purpose of it. But you know, it allows me to talk about my mom quite a bit for the last month and a half, and that's kind of cool. Yes, Don? I didn't say I was going to take questions. All right, did everyone hear the question, how important is a website? How many don't have a website? Or is there anyone that's willing to say they don't have a website? Cool, sorry Mike, I was going to try and get you this. If your website is more than 3 years old, get to know Michael a little bit, because if your website's more than 3 years old, it sucks. Okay.
That's how I am.
Let's transport ourselves back 15 years, and Carrie, when I have 5 minutes, let me know.
Okay, 25 minutes.
Or 2 minutes. Go back, to the past the Bush administration, into the Clinton administration, and just to the edge of it, when the internet was really getting started, going and such. The cool thing when you ran an ad or had a brochure was to have a toll-free phone number. Wasn't that the coolest thing ever? Then the internet started, and there were websites that popped up, and the idea was that you now needed a website because it was your brochure. So if your website isn't engaging, you're really not going to do very well, because it is what used to be your brochure is now your electronic brochure that's on the internet. There are ways to make that website much better. I can help you with that. Michael can build it like that. But again, if your site is more than 3 years old, then you really need to have it updated, because lots of things have happened on the internet that can make it much better. Are we done? Cool. Come December 3rd in the morning, we'll have lots more fun. And thank you all.